Hi everyone, welcome to today's podcast titled What's Inside of SpongeBob House, where we are going to talk about enzyme bromelain in pineapple. So, I am Adriana and I'll be your host one for today, joined by my teammates Amir Irfan, Koyuzu, and Amalia Najiha. Welcome to Dr. Muhammad Sabri from Faculty Food Technology and Science. Let's begin by understanding the basics. Dr. Sabri, what exactly is enzyme bromelain?
Okay, thank you, Adriana. As you mentioned, bromelain is an enzyme, means that it is a protein, right? So protein can be found particular plant species, or we know as a pineapple group, pineapple fruits, pineapple stem, and etc. So it's present naturally. Uh, the main function of this enzyme is to the first one is to help in to help in the growth and development of the pineapple itself. Second, to defense. So because it's a protease, so if anything happen to the plant, it's function to defend the plant itself.
So, is enzyme bromelain classified as a proteolytic enzyme? And what does proteolytic enzyme means?
Okay, proteolytic means that it can digest the protein. Like as we know that protein is derived from a polymer of amino acid, right? So proteolytic enzyme can hydrolyze, or in simple word we call as can chop down the big protein molecule into the monomer, which is amino acid.
Okay. So, is bromelain found in all types of pineapple?
Yes, bromelain can be found in all parts of pineapple, starting from the stem, from the leaf, from the fruit itself, but only in pineapple.
We're done with introduction part. We're moving on to Amir Irfan.
Okay, so great start to our podcast today. So now, I want to talk about how bromelain is obtained. What is the procedure of extracting the bromelain from the pineapple?
Bromelain is water soluble, right? So means that it's simple as you extract the tea. Tea is also water soluble. So first you have to prepare the sample, make it in the small pieces. For example, you can chop, or you can you can mix the flesh, or you can use juice extractor. So easily you can get the small particle size, and then you can add the solvent. In this case, you can add water as a solvent. So the bromelain will be extracted out from the tissue, and then after getting the bromelain out from the tissue, then we have to filter to get the clear solution and the debris. The debris could be the fiber, could be the one that we don't extract out. Okay, so once you get the supernatant from the filtrate, then you can concentrate the filtrations. So either you use the drying technique, so you can remove all the water, all the solvent, or you can use precipitation technique, which is we allow the protein, which is bromelain, to precipitate. So they become coagulate, and then you can filter it again to get the bromelain. So that is how we extract the bromelain.
Oh, there's a lot of procedure. What equipment do the industry player use to extract the bromelain, or could it be done at home?
Yes, actually, this extraction is quite simple. You don't need sophisticated instruments. So it's simple as you do at your kitchens. You need a blender to make it small pieces, and then you need a container to extract it out, and then you need to strainer, which is to filter out, right? But in industry, because they are using extraction in the bigger scale, they have to control the temperature. For example, they have to make sure the temperature is at optimal, around 50 degrees Celsius. And then they have to ensure that the stirring is continuously stir the mixture. And after they completely stir the mixture, then how do we draw the liquid fraction? It's just by open the valve. They don't have to filtrate, right? So it's like a big vessel. You cannot go and filtrate that one. You just open the valve to collect the liquid fractions. So that is different from industry.
Okay, thank you for that. Uh, how long actually it takes to extract the bromelain completely? And how long does it take to extract it at home?
At home, you can do it very fast, maybe around less than 30 minutes, right? Just preparing let's say we talk about the pineapple fruits. Just you peel off the fruits, chop in small pieces, and then you can put in the juicer. So you already have the bromelain enzyme. But in industry, because they need to wash, they need to prepare everything, maybe one time extraction, it will use 100 liters container, all right? And then they have to give some temperature so that they can have the optimum enzyme recovery from the pineapple. So that will take maybe around whole day to get the liquid fractions.
So, what are the challenges actually when the process is be done in the industry or at home?
Okay, the challenge when we want to extract the bromelain is the stability and shelf life of the bromelain because bromelain is naturally present and we extract also the natural components. As compared to the synthetic component, natural component is less stable. So that's why that will be the challenge. For you to ensure the stability of bromelain when you extract it out from the tissue, it's remain there, and then they can function as the enzyme whenever required by, let's say, you give to the product, or, so they can exactly hydrolyze all the protein. So that will be the
Okay.
challenge. Second challenge, I think, the price, because the extraction will take a long time, and then you only have 1 gram per 1 kilogram of the fruits. So means that the extraction yield is quite low if you extract from the fruits. So the best way to extract is from the stem, but compared to the fruit stem, it has more challenges. For example, the presence of debris. So manufacturer they have to very thoroughly cleanse the plant parts before extracted. Second, the presence of the pesticide maybe when the farmers use pesticide, it still remain on the stem, on the leaf. So when you extracted out the bromelain, if you don't clean properly the stem or the leaf, you will extract it out also all the pesticide inside the leaf.
Okay. Thank you for the answer. Uh, so now we know how the extraction of bromelain is done. So now we want to know about the use of bromelain. Uh, so what are the common applications of bromelain in the food industry?
In food industry, bromelain has been used as a meat tenderizer. So meat tenderizer means that if you apply the enzyme bromelain to the meat, it's going to make the meat texture more soft compared to the one that you don't apply the bromelain. It's because of the proteolytic activity of the bromelain. A second thing is has been applied as a digestive aid for those who don't have enough proteolytic enzyme, for example, elderly, right? So elderly, they don't have enough enzyme. So as a result, they will have a problem in digestive system. So how we treat them, we will supply with the bromelain. So bromelain will help them to digest the food in the stomach, and then they can have no more. routine. The third application, research found that bromelain can have anti-inflammatory properties. All right. So with that applications, bromelain has been used to treat anti-inflammatory symptoms. For example, the elderly with the knee problem. Sometimes the elderly with knee problem because of the inflammations happen at the knee. So when they supply the patient with the bromelain, it can reduce the inflammations of the knee, and then it can improve the health of the patients. So there is three common application currently available in the market. The application of the bromelain enzyme.
So now we just mentioned about the uses of bromelain in food and pharmaceuticals purpose. But are there any cosmetic purpose in bromelain to the society?
Yes, I forgot to mention about cosmetic. There is a product that using using a bromelain, standardized bromelain extract as a cosmetic ingredients. This is oral intake means that you have to take the bromelain orally. It combines with vitamin C to improve the efficacy of the bromelain and its function to make it your skin become fair, your skin become smooth, you don't have the wrinkles. It's kind of anti-aging properties, right? If you take in the this bromelain, make your skin become more younger or become uh, more beautiful, I think. Yeah. So they're also available in the market. If you heard the name Ananas Queen, so there is a product. Uh, Actually, it's a research product by University Technology Malaysia. One of my friends is doing that one.
Oh, never heard about that before. Maybe I will research about it later. So the last question for me. Are there any cultural or traditional uses of pineapple or bromelain in Malaysian or any Southeast Asian medicine or cuisine?
Yeah, there is a new product. They use pineapple. For example, pineapple has been used as a feed supplement, right? Together with the normal feed for the chicken, for example. So they supplement the chicken with the pineapple juice, which is contain bromelain, and make the quality of the chicken meat is better compared to the one without giving the pineapple juice. So that also already available in the market. And another one, this is ongoing research where researcher use bromelain as a feed supplement as well for other poultry, for example, for ducks, and also to improve the egg quality. So hopefully, when you give bromelain into this poultry, it will help them. It will help their digestive system improve better, and then it could improve the quality of the meat. At the same time, it can reduce the cost of production because when you increase the call as feed conversion ratio, which is how much gram of feed you give is converted into meat. So that will increase the product, the growth of the poultry animal, and at the same time you reduce the cost for the feed. So there also new research ongoing application of the bromelain as a feed supplement. And new research in my lab, we found that we produce pineapple ice cream. So usually, pineapple when you give when you want to make ice cream, it will have a problem because the bromelain is proteolytic enzyme, and ice cream it has the protein, right? So when the bromelain mix with the milk, it will digest the casein and produce a bitter compound. So, but in our research lab, we were able to produce the pineapple ice cream, which is using the pineapple juice up to 10% of the pineapple flesh, and then without having the bitter taste. So we managed to do that. Yeah, successfully.
Oh, that's a very interesting research, I think. So now that's the end of my segment. Now I will pass the podcast to Kawija.
Hi everyone, and I am user, which is your host for today's podcast. And
Uh, the,
I believe that we have all eaten pineapple in our life and notice it actually makes your mouth feel a little bit tingly. That's bromelain. And beyond the tingleness, what are the real benefits of bromelain?
yeah, when you eat pineapple, it will have aftertaste, right? In bahasa we call it as a lidas. So what happened is the protein in the pineapple, so they bind to your tongue receptor. So and then the binding is quite strong. So it will take some time to remove the binding of that compound to your tongue. That's why you have the aftertaste. Apart from that one, pineapple also rich with vitamin C, and we know that vitamin C has a good antioxidant properties, and also pineapple also rich in fiber. So the fiber will help you on your digestive systems, on your we call to help your microflora to grow, the good microflora to grow with the fiber. So yeah, so that is the good things of the pineapple.
Thank you, doctor. If someone wants to take enzyme bromelain as a supplement, how much should they be taking?
Uh, there is a side effect if you take in too much bromelain in your body. So that's why even for the one that supplement, you cannot take it continuously more than 6 months daily, right? But if you take it alternately or you take it once a week, that should be fine. But if you take it daily, you cannot take it more than 6 months because it will have the side effect. For example, allergic reactions. Certain people they are allergic to bromelain, like they allergic to other protein as well. Chicken protein. Some of the people they allergic to chicken protein, fish, seafood, right? Same for the bromelain because it's a protein. So they may trigger the allergy reaction. Secondly, if you take it in too long, you will have over digestive uh, systems, which is not good, right? So you also need to have your own body to digest the food by itself. So bromelain just to eat, just want to help the body to digest the food. It's not fully digested by bromelain. So that could be the precaution you have to take care. And there is a myth for the pregnant women, right? You cannot take pineapple because it can cause the miscarriage. Or I don't know, is this real or not? But there is a myth among the people say that if you are pregnant, you cannot take bromelain or any food contain high in proteolytic enzyme to prevent the miscarriage. I don't know it is true or not because I'm not the expert on that area. So that one of the precautions that we have to take care.
Wow, I am today years old when I first know that pregnant women should be cautious with pineapple. Oh,
I don't know in Chinese culture, but Malay culture that is one of the precautions we don't have we cannot take when we are pregnant. Yeah.
thank you, doctor, for answering. Now, what are the biggest challenges when it comes to using enzyme bromelain in our food or supplements?
Oh. Okay, the biggest challenges apart from production, as I explained earlier, is to get the approval from government, because for you to claim the food as a supplement, you must get the NPRA approval, right? So this is a regulatory body to control whatever product. If you claim as a health benefit, you must get their approval. And in order to get their approval, you must provide the scientific data, which is derived from the human clinical trial. So to get that data, uh, actually it's quite costly and it uses a lot of time consuming to get the data, right? Because you need to provide clinical research data. So maybe the cost will be close to 1 million only to get that one. So that will be the challenge. If you want to register bromelain as a food supplement to get the MPRA approval, you have to have that data. You need to provide that data.
Thank you, Doctor. Now we have come to the last question. Are there any cool tech solutions to help with the stability issue?
Yeah. Okay. Yes, this is a research finding that uh, uh, you can improve the stability of enzyme by converted into the dry form. For example, if you prepare the juice, the pineapple juice with the bromelain, and you put in the chiller, so it will stable maybe up to 1 month, up to 1 weeks only. After that, it start to degrade. But how to make it stable longer? You can convert it into the powder. So we have the technology in food to convert the liquid fractions into powder. For example, the skim milk powder, right? So originally it's derived from liquid milk, and then they converted into the powder milk by using the, for example, spray drying technology, freeze drying technology. So the removal of the water can enhance or can prolong the shelf life of the bromelain. So that's one thing. Second thing is the combinations bromelain with others food element, for example, vitamin C, or maybe calciums that will stabilize the molecule enzyme itself, right? So it protect the bromelain from oxidation, from any changes. So so by combining bromelain with other molecules can help to improve the bromelain stability. So that will be second methods. And third method, I believe that is by doing the emulsion study. Emulsion Emulsion means that we bind the bromelain with others liquid fractions. So this why we don't convert it into powder. Directly after you extract in the liquid form, you add certain material and convert it into emulsions. So emulsion also can improve the stability of the enzyme and at the same time can prolong the shelf life of the enzyme.
Thank you, Doctor, for sharing with us. That's a wrap for my session. I'll pass to my friend Amalia Najiha, which is the host for today's podcast.
Okay, so now move on to the last segment. My first question is, you said that papaya has papain and the pineapple has bromelain. So between papain and bromelain, both have the tenderizing the meat
Okay.
property. So which
Mhm.
one do it better?
I haven't read the journal related the comparisons from papain and bromelain, but in my point of view, bromelain will functions better because you can get easily can get bromelain from let's say you taking from the fruits. Uh, Papaya, I'm not really sure how fast the bromelain can functions. Perhaps maybe similar because both are proteolytic enzyme. Maybe they have similar activities. Maybe I don't know because we haven't compared and also I haven't read the journal that compare the boost enzyme. Yeah.
Okay, thank you, doctor. So for my next question is, why does my stomach feel hurt after eating pineapple? Is it because of bromelain enzyme or is it because of the high acidity of the pineapple?
Yeah, basically your stomach upset after you taking pineapple, maybe because the high acidity, right? Citric, isocitric or citric acid, I think, present in pineapple that reduce your pH in the stomach, and then that pH, that low pH will cause the stomach upset, which is the microbial in the stomach get affected because microbial growth can be affected by the pH. So that one of the reason. Second reason is direct effect of the pineapple intake, which is the fiber content, and it's quite high. And second, they have the acid. I forgot about the what is the predominant acid in the pineapple, but the acid will give you some problem if you don't manage properly. For example, your stomach is upset when you have that much of the acid. So that's really required for you to eat the right, fully ripe pineapple so that the level of acid will be lower compared to the unripe one.
Okay, thank you, doctor. That's all from me. And that brings us to the end of our fascinating discussion. From its origin in pineapple, this extraction process its diverse uses, all the way to its powerful health benefits and future potential. A big thank you to Dr. Sabri for sharing your insights and helping us better understand this incredible enzyme. Your expertise has truly enriched this conversation. Until then, take care, stay curious, and keep learning. Thank you so much, Doctor.
All right, welcome for your time. Right.